particularly I noticed because as soon as the shot was over, she ran out of the floor and then say, "Ore soda, soda, soda." That was the time when the speed of the film was so low. 5 ASA, 10 ASA for the color films. So many lights will be there, otherwise it won't expose. That was the time when these films were shot. Actually they are burning, almost burning hot. Under such stress, those great actors were performing. And that was the first time when I saw a shooting. And that was the time when I never thought I will have anything to do with cinema. Because I had come with my professor, a couple of us with our professor, and he wanted to take us to film studio because he knew somebody there. I think the sound engineer there. So that was the first time. So now my life has been constantly in contact with Tamil and Tamil Nadu, and I have so much respect for this, for the Tamil culture. What a great opportunity you all have. I mean, students have that. You have such an excellent faculty. Yes, all the greats of our cinema are here on the stage, from each department. Acting, direction, cinematography, editing, like that in every conceivable department. You have great masters, and this is unlike any other institute in the country. I don't think any other institute can boast of such a staff. And I wish to congratulate Dhananjayan, his wife Lalita, and all of you for having set up such an institution. It's not with any profit motive. I happened to visit the institute. I saw every department. Mr. Dhananjayan was kind enough to take me around. I was so impressed by the facilities being given to you. I know we never had, although we had a huge institution with 21 acres of land and the old Prabhat studio and so many things at our disposal. We never had such facilities in those days. Things have changed. We have gone ahead. And the greatest thing is you have a very sound foundation here. You are working on the strong foundation of masters in our cinema. So you grow up and you learn the art of cinematography, the art of cinema, from these masters. You are not questioning them. In fact, you will be doing a favor to those masters by excelling them in your work. That is your duty. And I think the masters will be only happy to see that their students excel well in the field. Cinema at the moment is undergoing such a big change, which was never expected in the recent past. We never expected it will undergo such a big change in such a short time. So many facilities have come up and so many things we have lost as well. All the regular conventional studios have been closed down. There are very few things left of the studio system now. We are on to a new age in filmmaking. You are very lucky that you are being given a very kind of intense course in 1 year's time. I must say that you should make use of every second, every minute of the time that you get here. And Mr. Dhananjayan was telling me that he has made it a kind of practice that you make the students read. That's very, very important. Other than our own personal experience, most of what we should know and learn comes from reading, not from your network, not even from all those boards where you can type your question and get your answer very quickly. In fact, the real arduous task of reading, there is no parallel, no equal for it. It's very, very important. In fact, those who have got a diploma today should imagine that they are going to learn more. This becomes the base for them to learn more in their profession. Some of the masters mentioned here, our learning doesn't stop here. For us, somebody like me who has gray hair all over has not stopped learning. We keep learning. Even as I was sitting in this auditorium, I was so thrilled to see all the young people interested in. I can also see so much discipline, so much of respect that you give your elders and your teachers and the masters, and their great affection for you. This is unequaled. This is fantastic. I hope the institution grows and it becomes a real source of inspiration and cause of excellence in the cinema here. So congratulations to all of you, whether you got a gold medal or not. It is in fact, your achievements at this institute is not the final thing. In fact, you have to achieve it once you go out. That is where the real battle is. So don't be discouraged if you did not get a certificate or an award for excellence or anything. What is important is your work. That you have to change. You have to face and take up the challenge yourself outside. So I wish you very well. In this late hour, I should not be talking at length. I could have talked at length because this is my subject. Because I myself went through a course like this, but then long back, ours was a very long course of 3 years duration. Because there also the student can learn. Nobody can teach you. Believe me, you can only learn. The teachers, the faculty, the guests, the masters, they can only help you learn. No, nobody can really teach you. Particularly, creative things cannot be taught. You can take you there. That's all. But so I hope you will make use of this opportunity, and in the coming years, I hope to hear about your success in the field. I wish you very well. Thank you very much.